I'm Martha Josey, and this is Ty Mitchell and Gary Arthur, and y'all, we're going to talk about saddles today. Not only the features of a saddle, but how to put it on, how it works, and everything, because people are hungry for knowledge. First of all, this is my Josey Circle Y, and it's a Cash saddle. I love it, I love it. You know, the right saddle will help you win, so this is so important. Our saddles with Circle Y have a great wooden tree. They have a 10-year guarantee, and they are made in the USA. Ty, it's so important. Talk about the tree more.
Well, this is a solid, lightweight wood tree wrapped in fiberglass. Trees have come a long ways. Used to, they were heavy, bulky. They might have been good, but you know, when speed and time is involved, you want it as light and durable as possible. And one other thing is this tree comes in two different sizes, a regular and a wide. Some horses are a little harder to fit, so there's options for you. Circle Y has done an outstanding job with this tree.
And again, a 10-year guarantee, made in the USA. One thing I love about this saddle, back a long time ago, there were big horns. You couldn't get your hands around the horn or over the horn. Now with this, it's made so you can really get your hand wrapped around it. We like to pull up on the saddle horn and push down. So it's really important that this saddle horn is in the right place and it's tilted the right way and everything. One other thing that I love about my Circle Y is the swell. This swell will help you to keep from going over the top of your horse. You know, have you ever gotten to that barrel and the horse sits and you go up? This is why this swell is good and wide and it's tall. Another thing that I love, the feature of our saddle, is the center pocket seat. You have a close contact with your horse right here. And this is so important because you don't want it wide, you want to be able to feel that horse. Cantle. This is the cantle. Circle Y and I have worked very, very hard to have it tilted exactly at the right angle, not too high, not too low, a very balanced cantle. Now, Ty, what are some of the other features?
One of the features that I love about this saddle, and it sets it apart from all the others, is the forward hung stirrups. And your stirrups hook to a ball bearing right here, and so when you put weight in your stirrups, instead of them going behind you, they stay under you. And it gives you so much more security going into a turn. You feel like you can stand up on your legs if you need to without getting pitched forward. This is a great feature. Also, the Blevins buckle is a locking Blevins buckle. You know, sometimes these things will spread and slide up, and I've had it happen to me in a run. This will safeguard against that. With it locking, it will safeguard against that. And so we love that. That's an added feature to this.
And the double rigging.
The double rigging. You've got a wider pull right here, and the way you do it, a lot of people, they'll see this and they're like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to do that. It may be on the front. I prefer it to be on the back. And once I get it hooked to the back, you can forget about that. Then just use your front ring. But it gives you a wider pull. And if you don't want to use a back cinch, you don't have to. This particular saddle has a back cinch, but this was designed. I've got a Y pull. It's a wider pull. It helps pull the back of the saddle back. Always put it in the hole and then pull that slack out, and you can run your tail back through here. But I've got a nice wide pull, and that's designed to hold more of the saddle over the horse's back. It does make it to where a back cinch is not necessary on most horses, and that takes off about 10 pounds off your saddle.
And what is very important is that it is rigged the same on both sides. If you rig it this way on this side, it needs to be rigged exactly the same on the other.
Both sides. That way your saddle does not twist on his back.
We love these saddles, and let's talk a little bit more about the saddle on this horse. This is a Circle Y Cash Rancher, and I love the fit. I want to be able to get my hand here, and when you pull down, I don't want it pinching that horse's shoulders, right?
Yeah, you want good clearance over the withers. I want that tree to lay on that horse's loin of his back. I don't want, the other day I saw a saddle that was sitting down on the horse's spine, and that's very uncomfortable for him. But this has a smooth fit all the way across the bars of the saddle. You want it to set level. You don't want it to be pinching him in one place or another. And sometimes it's hard to get and that's when you may have to change your pad on some horses. But what we like about this, I've got a bunch of horses at home that we ride, and 99% of the horses between the regular and the wide tree, I get it to fit great.
And you can tell, Ty, the way this saddle sits down and back.
Yes, everything is not kicked up, everything's balanced. One thing, I'll see some saddles that are setting almost look downhill on the horse, and that's not good for your horse, but it's definitely not good for you when you're making a run. If some saddles are real high in the back, low in the front, you're always going to feel like you're tipped over. But that also creates a lot of pressure over the withers in that area. So having a saddle that you can kind of see where it slopes down right here, you're going to be able to sit back, stay over the middle of your horse better. That makes a big difference.
And Gary, at our clinics, we see a lot of horses that have alley issues. They're alley sideward. They won't turn a barrel. They're hitting barrels. A lot of times it's because they're uncomfortable with a bad fitting saddle. So this is one reason that we'd love for you to try this saddle, put it on your horse. We like to put a saddle on a horse and try it without the pad. If it doesn't fit without a pad, sometimes it won't fit with a pad.
Right.
So, we've done a lot to make the winning saddle, and a winning saddle will help you to win.
There's a difference between winning and losing.
And I'm going to talk about the feature of our forward hung stirrup again. The feature of this is a lot of times you'll get your feet behind you and you'll get thrown forward. We have this on a swivel. It has, and I've won a lot of saddles barrel racing, but I never won a saddle I could ride. And this is one reason that we love the design of this saddle. This is on a swivel. You can get your feet under you can get them balanced, you can get them forward, but you don't get your feet behind you. A big feature for the Circle Y Josey saddle.
Annalie Smith, number 17 in the working order, our Rebecca, Georgia cowgirl with Vodka Makes Me Reckless. Good turn on the money barrel with a big bay for our Peach State champion. 2 good turns now. You're watching Annalie Smith and Vodka Makes Me Reckless. 3 turns. Watch your scoreboard. She's out of the third to do something. 16,700, 16,700 puts her in the lead.